Look at this. 3.2 million views on Twitter. I guess it must be some life-changing advice, something to help you grow. Because 3.2 million people wouldn't just share useless information now, would they?
I'm literally shaking right now.
I don't think that in the history of the internet, the phrase "I am literally shaken right now" has been uttered, followed by something informative. But you know what? I'm willing to give this a shot. Because I am a kind and gentle spirit.
Because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot, and it went fine. And I'm going to tell you why it went fine and how to address it, because it was in a book I read, and this is how you're supposed to address it, but it scared me.
Well, at least she reads books. Let's see what the book informed her of.
I'm literally shaking.
She's literally shaking.
So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself.
But you're not alone if you're with your son. But okay.
A woman, and
A woman. We can see that. It is known, Khaleesi. But I guess, you know, this is modern day America, so I guess maybe it has to be stated.
and a male approached me in a
But like, what if he identified as a woman as well? Then there would have been 2 women and a son in the parking lot.
parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said,
It's like what? 9 meters? Like 30 feet? That's a long distance. Unless he was Plastic Man, I think you are safe.
"Excuse me, ma'am," and I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me."
Stand back! Stand the fuck back! I will defend myself! But like, I'm trying to visualize this. No, because this is just... So, during the daylight, in a parking lot, some person, and we don't know why, like there could have been many reasons he was approaching her. It's like, "Ma'am, excuse me." And she's like...
And he immediately started going in the other direction, and I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, "Do not approach me. Do not approach me."
I mean, legally, he can't approach you unless he has a restraining order. I'm just pointing out, like, you're in a public space, in a parking lot. What if his car was parked literally next to yours? Like, what does he do there? What if the situation is reversed, though? Like, what if you want to get into Target, but there is a man at the entrance, and he goes like, "Do not approach me! Do not approach me!" Yeah. Like, do you approach him or not? I mean, legally, you're allowed to, because you're minding your own business, but okay.
And he, of course, got what?
But yeah, I mean, you're acting as if he's a perpetrator. Like, he didn't do anything illegal. You don't even know why he was approaching you. And the way you're acting makes other people think like he is some sort of sex pest, that he's trying to rob you. Like you're ruining his reputation, and you don't even know why he was trying to approach you.
What the F? He started cussing and yelling, what?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be aggressive, like what you're doing is being aggressive. If you're going to be aggressive to a person, they're going to be aggressive back. If you're going to be nice to a person, they're going to be nice back. Like, this is normal.
Your problem. And I looked at him, and he actually then crossed a couple cars down from my car. He didn't come anywhere near me. He crossed a couple cars down from my car and was like, continuing to cuss and say, "What's your problem?" And I said, "You do not approach women in a parking lot."
General. Like, you got to speak for 3.5 billion people on the planet. Wow, like, that must have felt empowering. Right, so, what's interesting is that as you go through the comments section, there are a lot of people defending this lady and her behavior. And the moral of the story, I suppose, if they were to have their way, is that if you see a woman dropping her wallet, I guess you keep it. Like, you're not supposed to approach her, and you're not even supposed to talk with her. Like, even if the distance is 30 meters, you're supposed to just, like, not interact. Because, like, they're going to react like this. If you see that she has a flat tire, don't tell her about it. You know, maybe she will figure it out on the freeway. What if she's in some danger? What if she's about to be assaulted? Do I just walk by? Because, like, I do not have the right to approach, right? Like, other people don't have the right either, but they're criminals. They broke the right. But I am a law-abiding citizen. Like, this is very interesting. My favorite point was that some individual, like, posted a man which apparently kidnapped a baby from a woman in front of Target, right? So I guess like that is justification for this lady to behave like this. And I'm thinking like, okay, so you're telling me that a rational person who reads about it in the news that a tree fell over a person, right? Like there was a storm, the tree fell, and it hurt an individual. Like you think that it would be rational for you to be paranoid of trees? Like everywhere you look around, it's like, oh no, there's a tree, you know? Like, do you think like that would be a normal, healthy human response? I mean, sure, yes, there are criminals, but like from what I can see, this lady is in a public place during the daylight. She doesn't even know why the man approached her. But what's interesting is that she puts it on the internet. Like, this is what I find the most fascinating about it, right? It's like, okay, so maybe you have a panic attack. Maybe like something happened. Maybe you're having a bad day and you just don't want to interact with people. Maybe the man legitimately was scary, you know, like whatever. But why would you put that on the internet and try to say that this is normal? Like this is how people should react? Because if someone reacted to you the same way you're reacting to that person, you wouldn't like it. Imagine if another woman, not necessarily a man, but like another woman, and she's in the parking lot, and you approach her for whatever reason, and you want to talk to her, and she acts the way you acted. Do you think that would be nice? What if it's a transgender person, right? And it's like, oh my god, like what you know, like she stereotypes you as a TERF, and immediately she starts attacking. Like, would you like that? Of course you wouldn't. But for some reason, not only like the thing that I don't get is that not only is she putting this out, but there are other women that agree with her. Like, yes, you should never. It's like, alright, but like there has been times in history where this ideology ended up being applied and women didn't like it. Like, for example, during the Me Too era. Like, there were articles being posted that managers and bosses refused to train new women or to be alone with women in the same room. Like Mike Pence, for example. Right? He would never go out with a woman unless his wife was there. Then there was another interesting event with the gyms. Right? Like, there were TikTok ladies filming men claiming that they were oogling at them at the gyms. And then there were videos with women that had problems, like they couldn't lift the weights, they were getting injured, and no one was around to help them. Like, there were people around to help them, but they wouldn't want to. Right? So like, if you want to create a culture of mistrust, a culture where, like, no one approaches anyone else for whatever reason, like, this is the way to do it. But I'm pretty sure that one day you may need help. You know, like, maybe your car is stuck in a ditch, and people are going to go on the street and they're going to say, not my woman, not my problem, and they're going to keep driving. But I guess, you know, like, this is the type of mentality that people in the West want to create. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section.